Hi everyone! In this workout, we will go through classic exercises that are often performed in the gym, and we will need light dumbbells or 2 bottles and kettlebell or heavier dumbbells. We'll also do a warm-up following a classic routine. Place your feet shoulder width apart, hands resting on your knees, and perform familiar knee rotation in a circular motion. Flatten on one foot, not lifting the outer edge, leaving it on the ground while the other arch lifts. We're working with the knees because today we'll need very good ankle joint mobility. I want your feet to move like this, with one spreading out and the other gathering. This warm-up is not so much for the knees, as many think, but for the ankle joints. At least we're doing it for that purpose, so feel your ankle joints well, explore the range of motion, change direction, move in other direction, rotate, specifically working on the ankle joint, folding them straight, giving the Achilles tendons a change to Latin. Naturally, the knees are also involved, and here we put stress on the patellar ligament. Great, now keep your feet parallel to each other, also shoulder width apart, and we will lean forward with our knees as far as possible, not lifting the heel. Then, move the pelvis back, stretch the back of the thigh, and rise up with a rounded back. Hands in front of you, knees forward, heels stay down, and don't let the knees collapse inward, keep them parallel. From squat, move the pelvis back, and in wave-like motion lift the heels, stretching the mat from side to side, and rise. 1, 2, exhale, stand up. Next, I'll take dumbbells for the warm-up. You can do it without them, but I'll use them. So we will step to the side with the left foot, alternately twisting the knee and foot inside and outside, stepping further as fast as possible. Then lift the foot flat, sit lower, and exhale, return. With the same leg, 1, 2, rotating the leg at the hip joint, going as far as possible, pressing it evenly and returning. 1, 2, rotating not the knee, pay attention, but directly the hip joint. 2 and 1, move motion. 1, 2, hip joint, internal, external rotation is what we need for quality squats. The less time in this direction. For quality lunges, sit and rise. Change sides, all the same. 1, 2, rotating the leg to the hip joint. There, shoulder not feeling that you are just twisting the foot. Otherwise, it will put strain at the knee, down and up. When you do a deep squat, leaving the foot parallel and exhale. And again, shifting the foot, knee, everything rotates in all directions. And the final time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and deep 8. My hands remain with dumbbells. You can do it without them. And we will do a long, deep backward lunge with the left foot. The knee stays straight, hands to the foot, pelvis upward. You can do a lighter version when the hands rest on the knee. Then it will be without dumbbells. Straighten up, and with the foot I push the floor, stretching the back surface. 1, 2, exhale. The same on the other leg. I will do a long lunge. Good. And from here, I reach with my hands to the heel, straightening up, shoulders blazed together, chest up, hands forward, pelvis back, straighten up, and I push the mat with my foot from this, my sit bones, from front support leg strives. And if lifting up, keep the back straight in the knee as much as possible, and up. Now we remove the dumbbells and we will do squats. Squats can be not only the main exercise but also warm up. Now place your feet. I'll stand like this. The feet a little wider than the shoulders. Toes, turn the toes out. If you imagine a clock face, the feet are turned slightly at 10 and 2 o'clock. From here, push yourself up with your feet in advance, as if you're immersing your feet into the floor and your head is turning towards the ceiling like a rocket. You will feel the axis of the spine, and maintaining this axis, start rotating the hips outward by sensation and stretching the knees forward over the toes. Stretch and open the sit bones. Shift the hands forward, lower down as much as you can. Exhale, sinking down with the feet and rise. Notice we were not moving the pelvis back, but we simultaneously start bending both the knee and the hip joint. Inhale and rising with the whole foot. Imagine that your thighs are rotating outward. This will stabilize your hip and knee joints. That's the sensation. Inhale, exhale, and it's perfectly normal for the knees to move forward. Squats where the pelvis moves backward and the knees don't go beyond the toes and psychologically incorrect and can lead to problems. Inhale, sit as low as you can while keeping the sit bones and leg muscles engaged. Stay down, lean with one hand on the knee. Inhale, exhale, sit deeply, exhale and inhale again. Exhale, stand up, sit with the other hand, knees forward, pelvis back, lean with one hand on the bent knee and push off with the hand from the knee. Inhale and exhale, move downward. Inhale, down and rise up. Now we need a chair with a cushion or a soft seat, or better yet, a sofa or bed. It's a more stable surface and you will feel more confident on it. We will do a classic shoulder bridge with no weights for now. Settle on the chair so that your shoulder blades and head are lying flat on the surface. Place your feet at a comfortable width for now and make sure the soles of your feet are fully grounded. Lower your pelvis straight down, stretch, feel the goodness in your spine. On the exhale, start pressing the soles into the floor. Rotate the pubic bone upward and as if riding a wave, lift the pelvis vertically upward. Inhale, the sit bones open, the coccyx descend to the floor and you arch again. Exhale, press with the soles and lift the pelvis, directing the pubic bone towards the ribs. As you lower, the pubic bone seems to dive between the thighs, opening the personal bumps here. Now, continuing the same movement, imagine that at the moment of lifting the pelvis, you rotate your hips outward. Rotate them outward, but don't spread your knees wide. They rotate around the axis. Moving down with the pelvis, the thighs rotate inward. This is just visualization, not actual movement. And you will feel how, thanks to the imagined rotation of the hips, your glutes start to engage better. Exhale, and lift. Inhale, lower, a good stretch. Keep your hands holding your head, or your head simply lies in your hands. The thigh seems to rotate inward, allowing you to open the sit bones more. Then the thighs rotate outward around the axis. I'm not spreading my legs for no reason. I'm specifically rotating them. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale and exhale. Great! Stand up, and now we will do an exercise called Bulgarian split squats. I will place my left foot on the cushion or on the sofa. You can use the wall chair or put your toes in it, whichever is convenient for you. The distance between the chair and the supporting leg is quite large, adjusted individually for the mobility of your joints. I can't say exactly what distance you will choose. You can adjust it as needed. We will do it as warm up with a wave. Going down, I start to squat and reach with the supporting sit bone deeply down, as if under 45-degree angle, rounding the spine. Now I come up. There will be a strong desire to turn the pelvis like this, but try to keep it as straight as possible, and throughout the process of squatting, you aim to rotate your thigh outward. You can use the hands to help with this. Lift with a rounded back. This will prevent the leg from collapsing inward. This kind of movement should not happen. Down and with a rounded back directing the coccyx to the floor, we come up. Here, the movement of this particular wave, then you start to lift the right thigh, can also be involved. Going down, twist the pelvis, stretch the knee forward, opening the front surface of the thigh. We rise with a wave. Not entirely classic, but I use it as special warm up. And down, inhale. You can also do it with dumbbells, and you can use quite a heavy weight. This exercise is effective with multiple repetitions. Now change legs, all the same. The other leg lies on the cushion or another surface. Stretching upward behind the head, the knee begins to stretch slightly forward and the pelvis extends back with the sit bone. Exhale, rounding the lower back, even helping with hands to direct the pelvis. I come down. Inhale. Also pay attention here to keep the hips symmetrical. And we rise down, stretching the knee forward with the pubic bone and pulling the pelvis back, extending the hip joint, and then moving into hip flexion. I constantly rotate the thigh of the front leg slightly outward, constantly. That means that I sit and then I stand. It's like I'm turning my leg around the axis. I'm not just trying to shift the knee to the side. I'm actively rotating it down, exhaling, going further down, and exhaling as rise. I will lift the chair. Take a weight slightly heavier, or start with dumbbells if you're a beginner. We're turning our legs at 10 and 2 o'clock, as if your feet are positioned on a clock dial. Do squats with a straight back. Push the floor down in advance and lift your head up, creating a support between the sky and the earth now. Don't deliberately shift your pelvis forward, and please don't squeeze your glutes. Push yourself up. Your glutes will naturally engage. So let's go. On the inhale, I start squatting, rotating the thigh outward. Inhale and exhale, pressing with the soles into the floor, head up. Here, you need to choose a comfortable foot placement. If you feel that your knees collapse inward on the pelvis twists in this movement, you may need to either widen or narrow your stance and stretch well with your knees and pelvis. It all depends on the mobility of your joints and how stretched and capable they are. Knees stretch forward, pelvis back, and exhale as I rise. When I stand up, it feels like I'm in flight, like I'm jumping. I'm flying up. I'm not pushing the weight higher. I'm literally flying up. You can hold dumbbells. When sitting down, the sit bones open and the knees align with the toes, slightly extending beyond the toes. Don't be afraid of this knee shift. It's beneficial for them. And only thing that trains the ligamentation apparatus is physical load. An only thing that can elevate tendinopathy, for example, the weakness of the ligaments apparatus, is training. Inhale, sit down and slightly expand the lower back. The abdomen is slightly active. Continue doing it with weights. Inhale, as if stretching the lower back backward. Imagine that you're wearing a weightlifting belt and you're trying to inhale not into the front part of this belt but into the back part. Inhale into the back part of the belt, exhale and rise up. That is, you're not pushing with your navel. You are using your lower back. This movement provides stability to the lumbar spine, changing the direction on inhalation. Exhale and again. Down we go, exhaling. Great. Put the chair back again or go to the sofa. You can take a sip of water and we continue. Again, a shoulder bridge, but now on one leg with the same rules. The 5 rotates around the axis, turning inward as you descend and outward as you rise. So 2 legs parallel to each other. Lift up, go down, and at the bottom raise one leg. Bend at the knee. Inhale, glutes down. Exhale, pull the knee diagonally up, lifting the pelvis. Inhale, the leg remains bent, and exhale, pull the knee up. The bent leg allows you to relieve tension in the lower back. Exhale, rotate the 5 outward, the pubic bone toward you, and then sitting down. Lower the pelvis so the 5 rotates inward. Outward rotation here, inward rotation here. Exhale, a pause of 1.5 to 2 seconds at the top and down again. It's crucial not to fall down but to descend gently. Inhale if you find the exercise challenging with 2 legs. Exhale. The main thing is to remember that we want to create internal and external rotation in the hip joint. Internal rotation when lowering the pelvis and external rotation when lifting, opening and stretching the front surface of the joint. A 2-second pause at the top. 1, 2, gently lower. Again. 1, 2, gently lower and again. Gently lower. Do a couple more up downs on 2 legs to find a comfortable leg position. Shift the weight to 1 leg, lift the other, exhale, pelvis up, and as you gently descend, I want to rotate the 5 inward. This will help better open the pubic bone, stretch the glutes and the back surface of the 5. And on the exhale, press the sole down, not just with the heel but also with the big toe and the base of the big and little toes. Rotate the thigh outward and the knee rotation occurs outward as if in the hip joint, and a couple of seconds of rest. The knee under the upper legs extend diagonally. Exhale, inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. And I press the sole, extending upward with the knee. Remember, if you're tired and feel like giving up, which is good. In our situation, we aim for failure. You can push to failure on more times on 2 legs. Failure indicates good acidification of the white muscles fibers responsible for volume and strength. It indicates that we're creating conditioning for hypertrophy of an increase in muscle mass in simpler terms. Another inhale down and exhale up. And at the last time, inhale and exhale, stood up on 2 legs and couple more times, down, up, down. And from the top, go down, rounding the back until the last moment. Keep the glutes tense, open the sit bones and gently slide down to the floor. Let's lie down, shall we? Beneficial for the glutes. Same chair or sofa, a sip of water. Let's go. The same chair, but I'll take dumbbells. In more advanced version, you can use heavier weights, and they can even be asymmetric. I take the dumbbells, extend them overhead, and now without the wave, we squat straighten down. I try to reach with the sit bone, breathing into the lower back. The knee goes forward and the hands go slightly beyond the foot. Forward. Exhale, press the foot into the floor and rise. Your task is to maintain clear geometry. The knee bends forward and doesn't collapse inward. To achieve this, imagine that the thigh is rotating slightly outward. Also, make sure that the pelvis doesn't shift sideways but remains level. This will pre-stretch the middle part of the gluteus muscles more precisely. If you shift the pelvis and tilt to the side, the tension will dissipate and the load will decrease. Inhale, going down, straight. Imagine that the free side, for me the right side, is constantly pulling the leg toward it. Keep your gaze at a point about 45 degrees in front of you all the time. This will help you maintain a good neck position without overloading it. When you sit down, please don't put your stomach on your thigh. On the contrary, feel that you can hold your stomach without touching your thigh during the descent. Even if there's some fatty layer or significantly voluminous abdomen, try to breathe more into your back and the back ribs. This will also help engage your ABS. Exhale. Another leg. Everything is the same. Put the leg forward, extend overhead, breathe into the back ribs, keeps your gaze on the floor, and remember the rotation of the supporting hip and the symmetry of the sides. I slightly pull in the left side, not allowing it to collapse. Exhale, the foot sinks into the floor like in a clay surface. The hands reach slightly forward beyond the foot, just a little. This allows us to create good movement geometry and load the glutes more. Inhale and exhale. Rotate the foot directly, especially important if you feel your glutes working differently and better than the other. Maintaining the small nuances in the symmetry of the sides. You may not be able to go as low if you strive to maintain symmetry, but this will give you even greater muscle load than the incorrect technique. You might stay a month or two on this limited technique, but then you will progress in movement quality, which you eliminate the necessary asymmetry. Another exhale. Remember about breathing, about the direction of breathing, not just the fact of inhaling and exhaling, but where we breathe. Another exhale. Great. I will put this away and do one more squat. I take a dumbbell. Let's do a plié, a wide squat. Turn your feet as wide as possible, but in a way that bending your knees, you can align the knee with the midfoot around the second toe. If your feet turn out a lot and your knees can do this, don't force it. So I stride back, but we won't squat like in ballet, sliding down, but still slightly tilting the pelvis back. Inhale, go down, and exhale, pressing with the outer edges of the feet. On the exhale, I gather the mat in the center, as if in a coordination. Inhale, rotate the hips outward, and exhale, rise. It's not a given that today you will be able to sit below parallel. Perhaps today your maximum clean amplitude, where your knees don't stray and your back doesn't arch, is somewhere like this, and that's okay. The main thing is that you feel you can really rotate your hips outward and prevent your knees from turning inward. Keep space and under your feet and make sure you can maintain proper breathing. Inhale as if extending the back. Exhale, rise. Inhale, press the floor with your feet. Lift your hands as if upward. Imagine that your thighs are supporting, pushing the pelvis from the bottom up. This engages the gluteus better. If you're not trying to squeeze your gluteus, but you're pushing your pelvis with your legs, and because of that your glutes work more powerfully. Again, you can adjust the weight here according to your capabilities. It can be 50 or 100 kilograms. The key technique is to inhale slightly widen the pelvic floor and exhale together with the breath. Excellent. Put away the dumbbell and sit down on the mat. Let's do a little pelvic warm-ups together. Stretch back, up and exhale, rounding the lower back. Shift the weight onto your hands. Inhale through a wave. Stretch back like a button. Exhale with your knees as if you're pushing the mat away from you. Inhale, hands pushing the mat forward. Exhale, feeling the stretch in the glutes. The front surface of the thigh, the glutes fold as if gathering a little. Let's go, and from here, sit in a diamond position. Soles of the feet together. Sit on the seat bones and stretch with the right hand, grabbing the knee to one side. Inhale, exhale, expand the chest straight. Because the back muscles also worked a lot in a static position today, it's important to give them a rest. Inhale as if you want to tear the neckline with the breath. Expanded chest. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Hands forward, and one exhale, pushing the back, the neckline backward, stretch forward with your hands to the feet and exhale. Return once more, inhale, forward, exhale. And if you have enough flexibility in the back, you can straighten your knees, reach forward with your hands and smoothly rise on the exhale. After this workout, you can linger on the mat, do any pleasant stretch and pleasant warm up. So, thank you.